Hello, plant lovers. Have you ever struggled to keep a garden alive or wished that you could have fresh herbs all year long? Well, stick around because I might just have the solution to your problems. Greetings all and welcome back to PB with Jay. Here on the channel we focus on plant-based goodness, and today I'm excited because we're going to do our first kind of full-on review of a product. It's the Click and Grow home garden system. I'm going to show you how we set it up.
And now we planted our first plant.
I'm going to take you through our little journey as these plants grow over the upcoming weeks. And then I'll give you the final review as well as letting you know all the things that you can grow with this system. So let's set it up. Our Click and Grow garden arrived in many boxes. We're gonna try and figure out if we can how to put it together. And what's inside this thing? I can't remember what pods they sent us to grow things with. We're trying to find a spot to put our garden. In that corner, I think, after we get all the dust bunnies out of it. Hi, Rufus. 2 and 3. Hello. So here's some tips that they sent me when I was setting up the garden for myself. The first thing is you actually don't have to worry about setting it into direct light, which is, I know, contrary to a lot of belief because plants need light. The lighting system inside of it provides all the light it needs. Oh, we're gonna need a power bar because there's 3 of them. That's nice. And it's all cardboard. That's nice. No plastic, Willie.
Except for the whole thing is plastic.
The whole thing is plastic, but it's not single use.
Designed in the Estonian island of Hiiumaa, one of the cleanest places on Earth, tucked away in northern Europe and only accessible by ferry or ice road. Hiiumaa boasts so much fresh air and water, plants can't help but thrive there. This garden was created with the same values in mind to bring pure, natural, high-quality freshness to your corner of the world. Cool, Estonia. All right. Can we build the stand so we can set
Yeah. We got the Smart Garden 27 because I wanted to grow a bunch of stuff. But if you just started off with the Smart Garden 7, it's just one of these units. But because we got the 27, they gave us a stand as well so they can all grow together, which is what Wooly and Annie are going to put together for us. So we're going to take the soil pods out of their packages and you put them inside of here with one of those little domes on top. And basically, once the sprouts hit that dome, it's called the germination dome, you take them off. And then you just water it. And they have these labels, these little sticker things that you can attach to these. So you know what you planted. The garden comes with these extension arms as part of the lamps. We messed up when we did this. I just put them at their full height and capacity from the beginning, but that didn't seem to matter. The plants grew just fine. The only trick is you want to keep them above the plants because they can burn the leaves at the top, which we did notice at the end when the plants got really, really tall. So once you plug it in, that starts its cycle, which is 16 hours of light, 8 hours of no light. So they recommend doing it in the morning, so that way it has some darkness, so the plants can rest, because plants like to rest too. Depending on the plants we plant, they'll take longer to grow or not. So what do we got? We got green lettuce, basil, mini tomatoes, and we got some herbs here too. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take 2 of these Smart Garden 9s and use the plants that came with them. And then for the third one, we're gonna hold on to those plants to add later on so we have a new crop. And we're gonna add the Italian herb mix. So stay tuned to see how they grow over the upcoming weeks and months. And he's gonna plant tomatoes. Okay, so these ones don't come with stickers. So let's just make sure that we label these tomato. So you're gonna put the pot inside. Okay, and then you're gonna put you're gonna put that on top.
How do you water it? Okay, I want to put it in the thing.
And that's it.
And now we planted our first plant.
Now we gotta do the rest. And then it's the same for the rest, and then we'll show you how we water it in a second. I love that these stickers from the additional packs you can buy come with a QR code that you can put on the back of these. So if you want to scan and know more about your plants as they're growing, you can get information. That's really cool. You want to water it? So to water it, you put the water down in there until that little floaty thing goes up to the top. Oh, good, good, good.
Wow, that's cool. Oh, that's so cool.
Is that empty?
Almost.
So basically 2 jugs that size. 2 juice jugs full. Now before I show you how these all grow, I'd like to give a shout out to some of the people who've said hello to us in the comments down below. Robin from Wisconsin, Mandana from the Swiss Alps, Donna from California, Tracy from McAllister, Pennsylvania, Vicky from Arizona, Anna-Maya from Copenhagen, Denmark, Chantel from Minnesota, Jocelyn from Minnesota, Tracy from Canyon, Texas, and Mary Lou from Kailua, Oahu, Hawaii. If you'd like a shout out here on the channel, all you have to do is let us know in the comments down below who you are, where you're from, and what's your favorite plant. Why not? Your favorite plant. If you want to bump up on that shout out list, you can consider joining us over on the Mighty Network. In addition to that perk, you also get things like advanced viewings of these videos, access to our members community full of message boards with just great information and topics and conversations, and the occasional giveaway. All for the price of a crappy cup of coffee a month.
You don't have to drink that. Thank you.
All right, let's see how our plants are growing. Ooh, very dramatic lighting. So it's been a week since we've planted these, and they're starting to come up. One of these dwarf basils has a weird little fuzzy stuff on it. Willie says that it's just a little bit of mold because maybe it was too hot in the dome, so we took it off, and hopefully that'll help it. If not, we'll look into it. But the other 2 dwarfs seem okay. All of the herbs in the top row come up, and then down here, the lettuce are all thriving, doing beautiful, and the basil is just starting to come up, but nothing from the tomatoes yet. Let's see how these look in a week. It's 2 weeks in. Let's see how my plants are doing. Most of the domes are off now. Everything's coming in really nice. All the plants are up, some at different levels. The lettuce is going crazy. All of the herbs are doing really, really well. The basil's thriving. And the tomatoes are the slowest out of the gate, but they've really shot up. So I imagine this time next week, we're gonna see another vast shift and change in all of these. I just love walking over here multiple times a day and just looking at them and just like, I don't know, there's something about watching plants grow that's so satisfying and soothing. So this is pretty incredible. 3 weeks in, this lettuce, I mean, it's too small still, but it looks like you can eat this stuff. I'm so tempted to eat it, but I want to let it get big. Big. This is so much fun. I just get so much joy from walking over here every day and checking these out. I'm excited to see where they go. The tomatoes took a while to pop up, but once they did, they're just like surpassing everything else. We actually had to transplant some of the plants to other pots. So we'll see how that goes, just because there's too many and they're crowded and we didn't want them to go to waste. Anyway, that's where we're at 3 weeks into our plant journey. Hey, buddy. Plants. Plants.
Okay.
Okay.
Have some lettuce.
No, don't touch my lettuce. Don't eat my lettuce. Did you just eat some lettuce?
Yeah.
Those are my babies. How do my babies taste?
Tastes like lettuce.
Our plants are coming in. One of my favorite things to do right now is just to like rub them. And then give them a little. That basil smells so good. That lettuce is real close to being ready. I mean, we could probably eat some of it now. I'm sure it's good to go. I just kind of want to let it grow as long as possible. I think it's supposed to get real nice and big, and then you can start kind of pruning it back. Same as the herbs. I want to keep them going. Just use them, pull them off, and let them keep on growing. I get immense amounts of joy out of just having like growing herbs and plants in the house. So I think we're gonna harvest some of this lettuce today. As you can see, it's literally overflowing, and I don't want it to block light from that basil. And also, it's just time. You know, I think what we're gonna do is we're not gonna cut off the whole things. We're gonna work our way from the outside in, cut off the big leaves on the outside of some of these plants and let the smaller ones on the inside keep growing up. As you can see, we've added a couple other plants to take advantage of the light from the click and grow so that there's just more opportunity for things to grow and take advantage of this system. It's fascinating how much the water goes down from the lettuce tray because it is using up more water, obviously. So we'll have to fill that up later today. I'm excited to try this lettuce. Yeah, I'm gonna rip off a little piece right now. And take a little piece. Oh my goodness. That has so much flavor in it for lettuce. That was my first taste of something that we grew. This is just like the easiest gardening you could ever do. It's kind of foolproof. As long as you water it, you're good to go. These are some of the extra tomato plant seedlings that we took out from here. This is how fast they're growing. They were planted at literally the same time. That's insane, how much faster and more efficiently this grows. So when the time comes to pollinate your plants, here I'm doing the tomatoes, you have two options. You can either just, it says you can just shake them a little bit, and apparently the pollen will move around, but the best thing to do is like a little brush like this, and you just kind of rub it around in the flower parts, and then move it to another plant and rub it in those flower parts. It's kind of what bees do. So, you know, be a bee. We have a tomato! Which means that my pollinating with this brush actually worked. That's so exciting. That was so fast. That was just a couple days, I think, unless it pollinated itself and has nothing to do with me, which is entirely possible. Oh, wow. That really encourages me to just keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, just like flicky flick, put it on. It's so exciting. Everything here is growing so well, and the basil keeps on growing back. Even though we've eaten some of it, it keeps on coming back. This thing makes me so happy. This thing is thriving now. Like, everything is in full effect. The lettuce is pretty much depleted, although that's just because we've been eating it slowly. The basil is growing back. So the basil we pulled off. So the basil plants are worth holding on to for a beat longer, and the herbs are just rampant. I gotta figure out what to do with all of those. This is great, but I also want to use some of these things up because I want to put in some new things. Like I want to put in some cilantro and some other herbs and whatnot, because that's primarily what I wanted this thing for. It's abundant. As you can tell from this video, I really enjoyed just the process of growing these things, especially in a way that didn't make me feel like I was killing them. I killed a lot of plants in my time. Woolie's the one with the green thumb in our house. I'm the one that can put together something and water it properly. So we're basically through the first cycle of this. We've eaten the lettuce, although some more has grown up. Same as the basil. The basil we've used a few times and it's replenished itself. The tomatoes are just starting to come in. I'm super excited that I pollinated these things personally with a little paintbrush. So I'm excited for those to change color. They're not quite ready just yet, but they're really, really close. We've also started to pull some of the basil plants out and some of the herbs out, and we've repurposed those into bigger flower pots that we've taken to our farm. And we're gonna see if they'll continue to grow and thrive there so we can make space to grow more things in the Click and Grow. What I really love about the Click and Grow system is that it basically fixed all the problems that I have with gardening. I don't like to weed. There's no weeding. I have a problem remembering to water regularly. The water's there. What if it's not sunny, right, on enough basis? It has its own sun and a little heat lamp too. All the things are covered for you if you are not a green thumb kind of person, but you want to have your own plants. And what's amazing is that there's so many different options to choose from. If you just want straight up flowers in your house that are fresh, you can get flower kits. They have mixes that have things like calming tea. you know, just greens mixes, chili pepper mixes, but you can also just get a lot of individual plants, you know, fruits, vegetables. They have strawberries, peas. You know, there really is a lot of different options, and there's a lot of different options for the sizes of gardens as well. But they have one that holds 9, they have one that holds just 3, and they also have this big wall thing, along with a bunch of other options, and more to come, I'm sure. And they come in a variety of different colors as well. For me in particular, it's the fresh herbs and just having those at the ready, because I don't know about you, but I'm the kind of person that buys herbs and I use about half of the amount they give you, because they give you a lot and then the rest just go bad. Although they don't go bad in our house because I tend to throw them in our broth bag. If you are interested in one of these systems, I've got a link in the description down below that you can pick up one for yourself, and it helps out the channel a little bit. They don't necessarily have a specific discount, but they have discounts all the time. Right now, while I'm posting this, they have like a 20% off, and they have lots of different sales throughout the year, so keep an eye on it if you're interested in picking it up. But, you know, this is a no-brainer. I know they sent this to us. You know, this is not a paid spot necessarily. It's more of an affiliate thing. So I'm just going to be straight up honest that I really, really love this. It's just nice to have fresh vegetables in the house to look at. It made me happy in that regard. And it was really, really easy to use. You can't screw this up. I'm excited to start growing some more things. I'm not sure what I'm going to grow next. Let me know in the comments down below what you are more likely to grow in this system. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so for more videos like this. And I'm just going to hang out here and admire my tomatoes while you watch this video next. They're really pretty. Nom, nom, nom. Bye.